and road trip, a how-to guide on vacationing with your furry friends ahead of summer travel season. Oh, he's a little bit chilly. Oh, poor guy. But first, tips for traveling with animals during the long holiday weekend ahead. See the products. He's like, where do I look? Where do I look? Where's the food? Where's the food? So we're going to look at products that'll make your life and your pet's life a whole lot easier and safer. I think there's a treat behind the camera. You and me will be right back. Now, hitting the road this summer with a pet can require a little extra planning and a few products to make it a stress-free ride.
Yeah, and Ashley Barnes is live at a dog park in the West Loop getting some expert tips. Good morning, Ashley.
Hey guys, I'm learning a little bit this morning about how to take the stress out of traveling with pets, and to tell us a little bit more about some of these great products to relieve that stress, I'm here with Dr. Tony and Anya, who's going to help us and make traveling a little better. So what do you have this morning for us?
Hopefully we can talk about some things here that make traveling easier and even more safe for your pet. You know, it doesn't feel like summer this morning, but soon people will be out traveling, taking some road trips. And the first thing I want to talk about is safely having your pet in the car. And these little carriers are great in that they can be strapped in the car and provide them some safety if you had to stop fast, or in worst case if you were in an accident.
So you can actually strap these down.
Exactly. And this one is actually more for airline travel. Make sure if you travel on a plane that you check with your airline first, because they're really picky about how big the carrier can be. If it's an inch too tall, they're not going to let you on the plane. They might kick you off the plane.
That'll add to the stress.
Exactly. We don't need any more of that stress during traveling. I also have some great seat belts here for our pets. Some way to strap them in the car, again, just to keep them safer if we had to stop fast or if we were in an accident.
That is awesome. I didn't even know that they made seat belts for pets.
Yeah, they work really, really well, and dogs can get used to them. Takes a little bit of practice, but it works really, really well. Okay. Other thing I have down here, a lot of people have problems with their pet throwing up or getting car sick, and they now have a new medication that we use. The little pill that you give them about an hour before you travel, and that will calm them down a little bit and make them, not really calm them from the standpoint of a sedative, it's an anti-nausea medicine, so it keeps them from throwing up, or sometimes just the drooling that happens, it definitely cuts that down. So a very new medication, and something I really love if dogs are very nervous about traveling and have that problem.
Okay, and then you also have like this handy dandy backpack.
Yes, I mean, if you're going to be traveling, you need to have some things to keep the pet entertained. I mean, so I got a great pack here. It has a wonderful collapsing bowl here, so you can put your water and food in there for your pet. Closes down, so it's easy for traveling. And we got their treats in here, their leash, all their stuff ready to go in one nice pack. And the last thing I wanted to say down here is there's a new medication for fleas and ticks. If you're going to be out hiking, areas where fleas and ticks are even worse than they are here in this area, we like to keep pets on something all year round for fleas and ticks. And it's a medication that you only have to give once every season. Every 3 months, they take a little treat, and that will keep them free of fleas and ticks the whole year.
All right, so it sounds like a plan with all of this stuff that we have here, and add it all to your handy dandy pet pack, and I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
That's great stuff, because you never know when you're going to need something like that when you are traveling with a pup. Because something can happen, and it's always nice to be prepared for that sort of thing.
Absolutely.
And I love West Bartlemy Park. That's where they are right now in the West Loop.
Do you have a dog?
No, I don't. I do not have a pup, but I like walking and looking at all the cute pups, petting them, and then going.
So you go to the dog park?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Plus, everything you need to know about traveling with pets and making it super easy this summer. Oh, he's a cutie. All right, Ashley Barnes, he is just over this morning. That's how I feel. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he's hungry. All right, we're going to have Ashley Barnes tell us what to do to make our pets a little bit safer here on long trips.
Plus, some road trip hacks to make the traveling with your pet a breeze. I need to know those.
If that's Cheese Whiz, go for it, girl.
It's about 10 after the hour, and if you want to include a Fluffy or Fido on your family road trip this summer, you just need to do a little extra planning.
So Ashley Barnes is live at Mary Bartlemy Park in the West Loop getting some expert advice on how to make traveling with your furry friends stress-free. Everyone looks cute out there, including yourself. Good morning, Ashley.
Thanks, John. Thank you. I do look cute this morning. I tried extra hard. I knew I was going to be around some adorable furry friends, and that couldn't let them stand me up this morning look better than I did. We've got some amazing tips this morning about how to make it stress-free when you're traveling with the dogs, especially this weekend. And Dr. Tony's going to give us a little bit of information about what some of these items are.
Good morning. Well, what I have in here is a couple of things that when it gets warmer and we're worried about keeping our pet cool, there's a nice cooling mat and toys that you can actually freeze that they can chew chew on, and that helps them cool off. Dogs don't sweat like we do, so they get hot and overheat much quicker than we do. And we want to remember, don't leave your pet unattended in the car this summer under any circumstances.
So even if you have these things.
That's right. These are meant just to keep them content while we're with them in the car. If you're going to be leaving your car, so many pets die each year from being left in a car. Even in moderate temperatures, a car can be like a greenhouse, and in 10 minutes be 100 degrees in there. So don't do that.
Yes, don't do that. And then we've got some other things that keep them entertained while they are in the car.
That's right. One of the most important things when traveling your pet is to keep your pet hydrated. Again, we talked about pets overheating and that, and water will be the most important thing to keep that from happening. These are a couple of little bottles that are collapsible. You can carry these with you, have the water in there, and basically pour it in there so they've got their bowl and the water bottle together. Kind of a cute little thing.
Awesome.
The other thing is we want to keep them content, and so they don't get bored on a long trip. And so things like a Kong toy filled with this little squeezed cheese or even peanut butter is a nice idea to keep them busy for hours.
So that wasn't cheese for me. Gotcha.
How was it? Was it good? And then also we might be doing some boating this summer, and so I've got a bunch of things here for pets that are going to be on boats. Little booties to give them some traction so they don't fall off the boat, something to protect their eyes, and maybe most importantly, a little life jacket.
Doggy like this.
I think it's a misnomer that all dogs can swim. Some dogs just don't swim that well. If they were to fall off a boat, a life jacket like this could actually save their life.
And then we also have over here again the handy dandy dog
We've
pack.
got a big dog pack, and I want to make sure we mention again that fleas and ticks are a big problem. It's supposed to be one of the worst years for fleas and ticks. And Lyme disease is something that we can vaccinate for pets that comes from ticks, and it's something that has to be given every year. It's not one of these vaccines that will last for 3 years. Vaccinate your pet for Lyme disease and keep them on a great flea and tick product. These are ones now that last 3 months.
All right, sounds like a plan. You've got the things to prevent items from happening to your pets, and then things to take with you on the road. I'll send it back to you guys, but these are some awesome products.
There are some awesome products out there, and that's just so helpful because, you know, everyone stresses so much about what you do when you got the pet. It's so nice to have some things right handy for the car ride.
Absolutely. And my dog, what?
You seemed really excited by that.
Well, because, you know, my dog has anxiety, and I can never take him in the car, and so he's shaking, and so...
Run out to the dog park. Go get that stuff before they leave.